Hey guys, just checking in with y'all. Over a week ago, I had my doctor's appointment, and my biggest concern, and as told y'all in the video, was the fact that my ankle moved inside my cast, so therefore I was a little nervous about the healing process. Well, did the x-ray, showed me my x-ray, they said they couldn't ask for anything better. They said that if he had to grade my healing on a letter scale, he would give me an A for how my bone is healing, how everything's responding. So guess what? I'm in my boot. Been in it for a week. My goal was to, after that appointment, he says come back in 4 weeks and we'll evaluate. If we're good, we're going to put you in tennis shoes with ankle weights. So my goal was 1 week with double crutches, a week with single crutch, and then the last 2 weeks will be on the boots, so that way I can be in my tennis shoe with ankle weights. However, last week, today would have been my day of being on one crutch. Didn't work out. Did talking with a lot of people. Since I had torn a ligament, it's going to take me a little bit more longer to actually put a lot of weight on my foot. So, taking that consideration, so, hoping for tennis shoe in 3 weeks, but we're going to probably be back in the boot for a little bit longer, which is fine. With it being a torn ligament, I'd rather make sure that, given it a healing process. And I don't know if y'all ever remember any of the pictures, but when you're looking at my foot, over by the ball of my foot, if you look toward the right side, the inner side of my foot, there was a big bruise. That's pretty much where the torn ligament kind of area was in that side of my foot. So, and I also found out, I knew my foot was going to stay swollen for a little bit, and it's still going to stay swollen for a little bit longer while it's healing, and I was told it's going to be months before the swelling actually goes down in that foot. So we're going to see how that plays out. However, I did get some news that I did ask. And I just picked on the doctor, and I was like, how soon will I be able to walk in high heels? And I did the high heels, stiletto high heels. He was saying about 3 or 4 months after they put me in ankle weights, and I asked him about my extracurricular fitness program that I do, which some of y'all already know. He says about probably 6 months after they put me in ankle weights to kind of get me going back in that. So, got some really good news. So this previous week, with me being in the boot again, working on the crutches, I didn't really do any exercising. But I am starting that this week. But tonight, waiting until someone else is here with me before I start exercising, especially out with some of the exercise stuff I have here. I'd rather make sure, since it's my first day working back out, I want to have the husband here just to make sure and march my leg and help me do placement, since he does, he's training for personal and he's been training to be a personal trainer, so this way it's going to work out, especially with an injury. This is going to be for good practice for him, and someone there to help me. But like I said, I am in my boot. So that's some good news. And you can probably see, if I do this just right, you can probably see a comparison in the feet to kind of show you how much swelling I had occurred throughout this whole process. So if you probably hear the noise in the background, that's me trying to do this one-handed without looking at me taking the Velcro off my boot. But and some of you might like my socks, some of you may not. I don't care. I'm a big kid at heart, especially if you know me and my friends. You know how silly we can be. But you can kind of maybe see a little difference with the socks on. Maybe not. But it's good just to kind of have an idea. I know y'all love the socks. I know y'all do. So, if I put you down for a second, don't get mad. It's just because I got to take the sock off. And unfortunately, this definitely requires both hands because, you know, like I said, it's still swollen. So, bear with me a second. I'll put y'all down. So you're going to have a black screen for a second, okay? Okay, so I've had my socks on all day. Don't judge my feet. Don't judge my toes. Don't you judge my foot. Because you know what you were getting into when you started watching my videos. So that quick little view kind of gave you an idea of swelling, how big it is now, how big, you know, and if you've seen the pictures, you'll kind of see how really swollen it was. So the swelling is going down. It's, you know, slowly, but it's going down, which is a good thing for me. And the little, whatever those things are called that they put over your surgery area, those little white strips, he told me those things are supposed to naturally fall off even when I shower, you know, all that stuff. And they are starting to fall off, but not all the way. And he told me do not pull them off. Which is fine because it hurts anyways. So, let me kind of show you a little bit of the area. But you can see that it is starting to come off. And I'm going to show you a little bit of movement that I have going on right now with my foot. For exercising with the ankle, he wants me to do my alphabet with my ankle. You know, write it out like A, you know, B, C, which is going to do, you know, movement throughout my whole ankle. Well, I'm going to kind of show you real fast what my ankle, you know, comparison with my right and my left. Show you what my foot naturally would do if it wasn't injured and what it's doing now with the injury. This way you kind of get an idea. Honestly, I don't know if y'all saw that. I couldn't even tell. But it is getting some movement. So I'm randomly going to post videos of me working out, doing some kind of stuff, showing my progress of how I'm doing. But right now, with the movement I'm going on my ankle, I think that's, you know, I think I'm doing good. Still can't, like I told y'all, still can't put a lot of pressure. But, you know, in time, it's going to happen. Catch y'all later.